squared circle, pumpkin pyros and moves infernal. They're the guide, your backstage journal. In some way.
That's right. Hopefully everybody's doing well here at the Into Somewhere Hangout. That's right. I like the way the enemy design put it best. And you know, the three faces of Jake here. We've got you know, the broski, the big daddy of sexiness, and then the swooner dream boy, lover boy, the mullet. I said, have me hang out with wrestlers, and it turned me into just the Creed brothers, if it was the worst possible universe ever. Speaking of worst possible, or is it now best ever? Makes you wonder. It's Cody ODD316.
Give me a hell yeah.
What's going on?
What's up,
so
buddy?
We're not doing an NXT review tonight, so Jake's like, you know what? Now we need to spend an hour with these lovely folks, and if I don't, I'm apparently fired, even though he couldn't fire me.
Yeah,
But
I was like, get your ass
guess
in
I
here
was
now.
freaking
You're
good.
late. And you're like,
He's
late
like,
for what? And I'm like, your job. I'm having Flood here, Cody Ray's dealing with. Jeremy, they need to
Not
be
having-
repeating storylines. Hopefully everybody's doing well in the chat. It is the 9th
I
of
was
December.
until,
December, always
you know.
remember, it's Christmas time. We're about to get festive next week on the Into Somewhere. So a lot of fun announcements coming up, as well as when we're going to have our Into Somewhere office Christmas party. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
There's no party right now because Mets decided to shit the bed and not bring back their elite closer, Edwin Diaz. So,
Best closer
I'm
in the
pissed.
league.
And he went to the fucking Dodgers.
But how much more are they paying him, you know?
No. So Dodgers offered him 3 years, $69 million overall, and Mets offered him 3 years, $66 million.
69?
Maybe that was a sweet spot number. And Mets said we can go higher, talk to other teams, and he didn't even give Mets an opportunity to
even
outbid the Dodgers.
Yeah, just was like, that's $3 million more. Yep, done. Sign it.
When you're making that much, though, are you gonna betray your loyalty to a team?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the if it was 10 million, maybe then. But even then, I'm like, at that point, what do you need? You know?
Yeah, like,
do you really
so
need
clearly,
the extra $3 million? You're going to have sponsorships and deals and all sorts of merchandise and royalties and so much of it.
So do people have a right to call him a traitor?
I mean, there's something accurate to it, I feel like, because especially when people essentially they give you a chance, and yeah, you got to bet on yourself, I know, but maybe if there was like you said, the chance for them to give a rebuttal, you know, all of it is just, it's unfortunate. It's another LeBron scenario, you know, and then eventually they'll come crawling back a few years older and slower, right? What's going on?
So they
Still
signed
birthday
another
girl
top
Liz in here. Hopefully you're doing well.
But so they just replaced, basically. Devin Williams was a replacement for Edwin Diaz in a way. Like, no, you sign one top reliever, you retain your other. That's how you make a team better, because if you just, hey, we got this top reliever now, see you later, Edwin Diaz, your team's just the same.
Yeah,
You didn't get
exactly.
better.
And you're not improving, you know. I'm like, oh, Ducky, yes, sorry, Spaz, am I crazy? Thea Hale and Bailey taking on Willow and Harley Cameron would rule, right? Oh, absolutely. I would love to see Harley Cameron and and Willow. In NXT or in WWE, that would be great. I would love it. And
Would be
it's just
absolute cinema.
we are. Sorry, I'm taking over your topic. It is the 420 show after all. That worked out ironic, didn't it? I was like, what time
Yeah,
you
it
getting
did.
back? You're like 420. I'm like, oh really? What time you getting back? And you're like, no, 420. I'm like, all right, let's go. And you're like, no. I'm like, are you telling me the code or are you leaving? And that's the act. And you're like, no, that's the actual time. I'm like, oh. So don't get high. And you're like, no, get high, but be here at 420. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I confused you at first because this morning I was smoking a little bit of the.
Yeah, and then I took it from you and kept it.
But you took it from me?
It's a very bad thing. You should not be smoking, vaping, or eating weed gummies either. I took those too.
Hey, that's where
And I
this one.
forgot to leave your Christmas present. Sorry. Next time I
Oh,
come and visit
Jesus.
your mom, I will make sure to bring your gifts.
My mom?
Tell her to text me back, please. I'm getting worried. Regardless, yeah, we can't talk Mets. It makes us sound retarded. Can we
Why?
say that? Something about it being it's just burning through the intelligence, you know. I feel like with the loyalty ruined. Let's see what happens. You're gonna go ahead and take off for $3 million. Now watch. You know this is why there's curses and jinx out there for a reason.
So this is the equivalent of like into somewhere, and JD offered me to go on off the script for a penny, and then I did you?
Yeah, because you're making half a cent here, so that's a penny, dude. Like you could, they're getting rid of pennies.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, there used to be a half cent, back so long ago. I mean, it's funny how now they're saying, all right, they're going to just start rounding up and getting rid of pennies. And we've said that forever, if they could only get rid of change. But like the video I sent you earlier, when I was a kid, we used to be able to go to the store with $1 in our pocket and we would get like 8 sodas, 2 candy bars, 6 bags of chips, and we got change back. Now they have cameras. It's like,
I honestly feel like that because like my grandma, etc., would like give me like here's like $3-4, and I would get like a few bags of chips, a soda. Yeah, I would get it all. Now,
Jeremy may
it costs-
remember, actually. I don't know. I believe it was, around that young. But we used to, before we moved in the center of town, and they used to have the coffee court across the street from that was Becky's Ice Cream. Underneath Becky's Ice Cream was a penny candy store where it was all like you get it by weight, and they made most of their own candy. That's half the reason I was
Penny
fat as a
candy
child.
store?
Yeah, every like however many pounds, it was like every so much of a pound was a penny, and you could, but you could spend change in there and come out with like a sack of fucking whatever your favorite candy was. It was insane, like just you'd find change walking there and be like, sweet, now I can get 2 big sacks. Like that's what it was. Yeah, making money great again.
How'd
Cancel
they
out
make
those
money?
pennies, zero them out. That was a profit at that point in time. You know what I mean? Like that was enough. The ingredients were so cheap, and they were able to produce so much of the candy that
they made it there.
yeah, they made most of their own candy. Oh, it was fucking exquisite. It was like, being a candy maker used to be like being a rocket scientist. Like it was like an elite job. No, that was the thing. Like this is like early 90s, rose tinted glasses, me saying this. I might have been chewing chalk and not known better, but it was better than any candy anywhere else. That's for damn sure. Used to be able to go right across the street from my house and get fucking milkshakes. You wonder why I was a fat child. I mean, Jesus. Grinders. Just, it was, I mean, literally a 3-second walk across the street from my house. We had the dairy there, and that thing was open. It was like a
speaking
mini
about
convenience
grinders,
store. Oh, Hoagie, Hero,
so like
Gyro, what?
when you said that
I'm
you're
not feeding you.
advertising.
You don't. You just because you work twice in 24 hours, you do not get or triple. Sorry, I meant to say.
You said you were
you don't get
advertising.
lunches.
Yeah.
So no, you said you were advertising into somewhere on Grindr. So I looked at like all the delis around. Ooh, like our into somewhere name is on these grinders now, and then I found out by somebody, I don't know how they know, but like you are advertising our show on the app. With our faces.
Okay, the rainbow font is a coincidence. First off, all right, AI. I didn't manually pick that. And two. All right, listen. Plead the
I'm
fifth.
listening. No. But this is a different image. You had me that you had you right there. Then I was like in the back, and then there was Spaz up against the wall.
Yeah, I just
So you
changed you
switched
two
it.
into the Jake Creed brothers.
So
I
why
edited
are
you
our faces on?
out. I took your face.
So I keep getting knocks on my door saying, "Hey, you told me to meet you tonight."
So here's the
6 or 9.
problem. I
I'm like,
was
whoa,
I was
what
very high. I was very hungry. All right. And I don't eat normally, anything too massive of size. But at this point, I was so lack of sleep and high. I was like, oh, you know what sounds good? Shit that's going to make me die. A grinder. Bread's hard to digest, and especially with this tiny sleeve of a stomach. Let's do it. Let's get a grinder. So I went into Google and typed in grinder. And that was the first thing that came up. And then they were like, do you want to advertise? And I'm like, sure. And I keep getting a bunch of really nice, flattering text messages randomly. People are like, cute butt or nice dimples. Like, I get all these like nice texts, but nobody's buying merch or becoming members. Like,
But explain how these people are showing up at my house saying, "Hey, you told me to meet you here tonight."
yes.
And I'm like, "What?"
Listen, when I signed up, I used your number.
Oh, Jesus.
Again. Just like the Scientology thing when I signed you up for the church. Did I ever tell you that was me?
No. And I didn't even know. But, well, you didn't even tell me about this period.
It's breaking the fourth wall for a second. Did you have Scientology call you a couple weeks ago?
I don't think. Why?
They didn't leave you any voicemails about a thetan reading or joining the church?
I don't know. I'm not
So
sure now. I have to go look in my voicemails. What did you do?
Nothing. I didn't do shit. Just asking
Yeah,
for
bullshit.
I'm just asking for a friend.
What did you do?
Listen. I did not, in a drunken stupor, sign you up for a plethora amount of Scientology websites. No? All right, I'm clear. No, apparently not. All right. So in a drunken stupor, I went ahead and I did sign you up for not a plethora, but 3 different Scientology websites, and they said they were going to give you a call, and I just thought it was really funny if they started harassing you.
Oh, God. I would end up.
Point is, I'm not kidding. And I thought it would be funny because you'd bring it up to me being like, the Church of Scientology keeps calling me. Why are they bothering me? And I was like, well, that's fucked up. And I was going to gaslight the shit out of you for a bit on the show. But I don't know. Now we got to call in the spaceship.
Spaceship?
Yeah, see? They're going to beam us down Mercedes over here. I believe. You can get a big discount on the books now. And, when we're traveling to meet Xenu, we can travel in luxury in the deluxe spaceship. Took a little bit of extra grease into that wheel, but it was a worthy investment. So just don't check your bank. But, I mean, I'm sorry. I thought it was funny, and I figured they would keep calling you. apparently they don't even call, but maybe I made it sound like too much of a troll. I was like, I'm very interested in the church, and I'm having these nightmares, and I need to know what they mean. So I was trying to have them call you and be like, hey, what about the dreams you're having? Like, I thought it would be funny.
Yeah, about
Right.
that.
Check your voicemails. If you have any, send me the audio, because that's fucking great. Oh, I was hoping you were getting calls. Well, it's probably going like through your spam filter.
Let me talk to you.
Nope. You wouldn't let him. You wouldn't let him talk to you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I really thought that was going to be hilarious. I was going to do it to Paul too, but I don't know. Sultan, something got over me. Yeah, exactly. Where's the car? Dude. John Cena, the chameleon himself, has been everywhere promoting his final match, which is good. You want as many eyes on this. You want as many general non-wrestling watchers to be like, oh, it's his last ever. Maybe we should tune in. I hope this does gigantic numbers. Peacock will never tell us regardless, but still. He sat down with Chris Van Vliet, and he was very militant in defending WWE yet again. So it was a bit disappointing, because he asks, Chris does, he's like, what about the heel turn? Originally, when you told me you were going to get new music, a new, Tron, new uniform, you're going to wear a singlet, all this stuff. And now we got the heel turn. And he said, well, we knew that we were going to have to flip it in a few months. So I guess maybe that was always the plan at SummerSlam for him to become a face. I guess we'll have to find out when he's out of there. He said he'll talk about the heel turn more, but he's not done till he's done, and he doesn't want to break kayfabes. So we'll have to find out after Saturday night's main event. But he discusses these things, and they're like, well, were you supposed to face The Rock? What was the plan with The Rock and, Travis Scott, the Fiend himself? What was, and he's like, well, you can't look at what could have been. You only have to look at what it was, and how he went from there. And he's like, and I gave it my all. And yeah, Cody said the exact same thing as Cody did. Funny enough, he was better on the Rogan show. He was much more relaxed, and like I said, less of that stoic militant WWE is perfect John.
Because he called him out a little bit, like, I think with
yeah, and Chris really tried to, not in a bad way, but a lot of people have asked John things, and as soon as, if you're a good interviewer, you know this, but as soon as John is being asked something and he's like, I don't want to talk about it, if you keep pressing it, you're fucking ruining your interview. Like, there's no way that's going to go well. So everyone's like, oh, yeah. Okay, yep, we move on. But Chris is so far the only one to press on it, and John was like, we didn't have the time. How do you become a heel and then a face again in 20 dates? How do you do it? They had other shirts made up for other towns. Toronto was just a start, and everything was meticulously planned out, except for the story. And he's like, creative changes on, a whim, drop of a hat, on a dime's notice, whatever you want to call it. And I wish Chris needled in a bit more, but John was basically like, you have to look at what happened, not what could be. It could be me versus, whoever's. That's not what happened. And I can't drive myself nuts with it.
He tried to be, I don't know. He just seems like the corporate politician guy, kind of like how Cody Rhodes is. Like, it's weird though. Like, he just sounded like a normal dude on Rogan, and on any other interview he's on, he sounds like a robotic.
The only thing that was good about this was him pointing out, I've been in this seat before, and it's always me. Rock's return, I'm there to lose. Rock's return after Miami, I'm there. SummerSlam with Roman, 1, 2, 3. Is that hardcore? He says, so what do? You got to figure out who gets the shine that night. From my perspective, if the idea is that we're building him up again before he rides into the sunset, maybe in Minnesota, he says, and the plan is to have SummerSlam 2 nights in Minnesota. What a better main event than the last match of Brock Lesnar. Supposedly, he said he's done in the next year. He wanted to be done. AJ Styles is being, retiring and wrapping up. He's going to be the next one
So
to take off.
Ray, Brock, and AJ are all retiring next year, right?
It seems like it. And John continues saying, like, creatively, it happened very fast. And it gives someone a mountain to climb, and you got to build that mountain. He said, it didn't hurt me. I'm on my way out. I'm still a viable draw. It was a great main event. Two Titans seeing them collide one last time. Sometimes you just got to get blown out. He said, we were first on the card. I did the best I could. We all did. Tried to make it feel like a real fight in the middle. People forget I was in that arena when Brock fell for the first time off a shoulder tackle. That got people going. Then I gave them all the hits. They were into it, but a bunch of F5s. That's how you build Brock. If Brock Lesnar's, if it's his night, and when it's about Brock, he said, I don't swim upstream. So, I mean, it's just, he's like, people like, why the F? Why is this happening? I wanted to see Cena do more. And he's like, it was upsetting to hear the gears change, but he's like, what do we have next? And he said, we're going with AJ. So he never got to have a revenge match with Lesnar that was, I guess, tentatively originally planned. So Cena versus Cody at SummerSlam doesn't hit the same without Cena versus Cody at Mania, you know, because the reason SummerSlam was as good as it was is because Mania was so bad. AJ versus Cena isn't great without Brock at WrestlePalooza. He said you got to get the lows to get the fruit from it. And I said this to several people recently. You have to have sadness in order to have the good times appreciated. So,
yeah, I think that's actually a fair way of putting things. Yeah, you needed that next match. So obviously Cody and John Cena stunk it up in the main event, but they did better. The next time they had a match against each other, they made up for it, and that was an awesome match.
A banger.
Yeah. So it does suck though that that will be Cena's final WrestleMania match, and I think someone of his caliber should be retiring at a WrestleMania.
Yeah, I wish they didn't do a calendar year, that they did it from year to year. That was what I was looking forward to and hoping would be the end. Unfortunately,
like he could have had his Hall of Fame induction the night before, then went out in the main event of Mania of this upcoming year. Like John Cena should be retiring at WrestleMania.
And John signed on for another 5 years. He's an ambassador for the WWE, just like other, legends are. He said, as long as I can do it, I want to remain a contributing partner. So this means that he can come out and he's like, I never speak in absolutes, but I do know in this case, I will never do anything physical again. He said, that's it. And a lot of it is because he's in so much pain. He said he can't walk. He's leaning over when he walks now. His wrist hurts, his hip hurts. Yeah, he's done it and done it a lot, and I'm sure he is sore. So he was talking about that with Tom Rinaldi. That interview too, there just wasn't a lot to it. They skipped over the heel turn. John didn't want to talk about it, and then the rest of it was just kind of stuff we've already heard or they previewed before.
Wait, did he try to ask him about the heel turn?
He did, and John said, I don't want to talk about it now, until after I'm out of there.
So
same thing. He kind of,
I think
with Chris.
He kind of threw shade. See, and any interview he's different because he threw shade at The Rock in a few of those interviews.
Yeah,
with the heel turn, saying, "Well, you had people there that you expected to be there that just randomly left." Stuff like that. Like he's thrown shade at The Rock, I think, too, with this. But
Chris had to have his tail tucked a little bit. Plus, it's intimidating. Yeah. John's his favorite. I agree with Cody as well. And here's the thing with John, like you were saying, it's just, it's unfortunate because he needed more time to tell the story that the fans wanted. If they had any of their weight worth in salt, it should have been The Rock being the last opponent. If they couldn't get an edge, if they couldn't have gotten, someone like, the fan favorite theories, it should have been The Rock. Him and The Rock are 1-1 at Mania. And all right, so The Rock's not an active competitor now. Gotcha. I know it didn't work out, but that, how long ago? Oh, only back in February when we went to Toronto. I seem to remember a certain chamber match where The Rock was there. Looking like a goddamn bull. It's cutthroat behavior. In the dome. Come on. So, drives me nuts because The Rock could have done something. He could have stayed that large, but he didn't want to because he was slimming down, he said, for a movie. But it seems like he's just dealing with the effects of being off most of the gear, probably. I mean, how long can you expect to run your body at that efficient of a level without...
Well, The Rock didn't necessarily need to have a match, right? He could have stuck around, right? Because I think it was more
I mean,
representing
I
Cena
feel like,
and being,
yeah, he should
Cena
have
was
stuck
the
around. But I'm
corporate
saying
champion, right?
it should have ended. The last match of the year, if anything, if they're not going to do it with like a Javon Evans to like as a call up or something gigantic in that regard, then it should have been The Rock. That's the biggest match and name possible out of everybody that they have access to right now. That's realistically, you know, he's a WWE employee. So, woo! What's going on, Paul? We were talking about you earlier. Your ears were ringing.
Cena would have made more sense if he was a heel right now, still not winning 17. I think that would have made more sense. And he got so desperate. Oh, now I need to win it. I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah. It seems like they always had, you know, some sort of plan, but it just...
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get mad at him if he wanted to run it back, but I don't think his body is able to do that.
His body's having it, so I don't think he would have been able to do a ton more, but
it just annoys me that he's not retiring at a WrestleMania. I think that's what he deserves.
I think he's going to go directly into the Hall of Fame as the head of this next class. I really
You think Triple H is coming out like after his match and inducting him? Or are they going to bring him back out after the final match? Is Cody Rhodes going to bring him out?
That's what I'm wondering.
You're not done yet, Cena.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you're going to get the goodbye at the beginning. Maybe if they go and do it off camera. But
would you have the whole roster come out and clap for him or no?
Oh yeah, that's what I imagine they should be doing. I mean, this is unprecedented.
Some people will get mad that they're breaking character there. It kind of ruins.
I don't think so. You're just paying your respects to, or you're being told to. You know, if you're a heel, you could play it off. I had to. He didn't want to come back without Vince as a possibility. I mean, he still talks very highly of Vince, and that's why I said there is that side to John.
What side?
The not so nice, difficult to work with, egocentric, maniacal maniac that screams at people and loses his cool. And he got better apparently, but everyone said the late 2000s, early 2010s, it was impossible to work with him. He was so up his own ass and believing his own stench that. We heard, you know, the Wade Barrett, the Otunga,
he was younger. He matured, I think, right?
But then when he started to get to like 2016 and beyond, that's when he really started to take the you can't wrestle stuff to heart. And he said he wanted to add more. And that's why he was really trying to have not just the 5 moves of doom repeatedly and going out and doing something different. So, yeah, you know, he's got. And then he's like, oh, I didn't understand the business. Well, it wasn't just because WWE didn't want to pay him. The insurance is like $500,000 to $3 million per date. Because if he gets hurt, now all these filmings are canceled. And so he always has to have insurance in case he ruins a shoot or anything. He has to be able to pay for it. And paying these insurance premiums are astronomically costly.
Here's the thing. He didn't need to wrestle on all these Raws and Smash. He could have just done promos. That's what
it doesn't matter though, I guess, because of like he's eventually, even though you're not wrestling, tonight, but you're wrestling in 3 weeks, so you could still get hurt in that time frame.
But he could have still had the same amount of matches he had. But but most of those shows with promos, like that's what he does for some
of it. TKO helped out. They had all kind of like, you know, different scenarios going on there with it, but. Orton was far worse for a while. Him and Mark Jindrak, that's why Mark didn't get into Evolution, because those guys were going nuts with strippers and drugs and all sorts of naughty things. And Flair was all about it. Flair was excited, but Triple H was trying to turn it into like a mentor type thing, which was the right thing to do. But
so here's a question. So with like the early, like late 2000s, early 2010s, like he was like this, but
yeah,
people like CM Punk say he always treated him well. They always got along. So is it because Cena liked Punk?
I
So
think he
did he have like
respected
a certain
him.
group of people he liked and wouldn't
If he
treat like that?
respected you, one, but two, Punk was also like very no nonsense, no politicking. Like it was just
Yeah.
like I do what I'm told kind of thing for a long time. That was his, as much as he was the voice of the voiceless, he wasn't speaking for himself backstage. It took everything to go wrong. The MRSA or staph infection, the shit in your pants and concussions, a broken knee, broken ribs, like all that shit for him to be like, fuck it, I'm done. Take care of me. And that was the breaking point for him, like, so I feel like he was another one that was just like in the machine.
Yeah.
So Cena respected it. He knew that like, oh, you're good for the hustle. You may not drink and you're a bit of an asshole. But so yeah, and there was certainly people Cena liked working with more than others, and we've heard those stories as well. I mean, there's been much worse people backstage, but Cena just had a different set of circumstances, I want to say, because he was so close to Vince and it was held in such a high regard that he was able to control any narrative. And he managed to go ahead and end several careers, pushes, change events, change finishes. Him saying he didn't politic was untrue because we talked about it the other day and he admits it now, but what he was doing was what he thought was right because he wanted to be the ultimate good guy for the kids. The SummerSlam thing, it's not so much John winning, it's the kids got to go home happy.
He
and he sells Vince on that.
Edge and Jericho both stated that, right, like even on the day of the match, like they were telling him this is a bad idea, telling Vince this is a bad idea. So
Nexus was winning till like Jericho, day of, and then it got changed not long before the match, and then they were like, "This is bad. This is not good." I think
Wade said that Edge and Jericho found that out, and they were telling Vince, "What are you doing?" And I think they got to Vince because they kept pressuring him all day about it, telling Vince this is stupid. So Vince was, I guess, willing to change his mind again, saying, "Okay, maybe Nexus should win," because Edge and Jericho were giving him shit for it.
Yeah.
So then he went and asked Cena, and Cena's like, "Well, you said you want to make the fans go home happy. That's what we'll do."
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I think Vince was willing to change his mind back because
Vince was actually a man of reason. When he saw certain people and did certain things, he was like, "Hey, I thought less of you. I was wrong. I'll offer you a job, a la James Ellsworth. Any man with two fists and no chin can text minors."
Wait, what?
The whole thing though is like,
wait, actually,
allegedly. I mean, I don't know the whole details, but it wasn't good. That's part of the reason he got let go. So,
oh shit,
yeah,
that's crazy.
What are you gonna do? You know what I do know though? They're moving the library to YouTube. We speculated that's what would happen. And WWE sources say that most of the library is slowly being rolled out on WWE's different YouTube channels. So they're putting things into different channels. They're going to have the right now they have the WCW one, they have the Vault, but they're going to go ahead, I guess, and also have like a Raw and SmackDown channel. And so they're going to go ahead and use the spin-off channels to continue
to upload the entire every Raw ever on there.
I feel that's their plan. They're going to upload all of it to YouTube.
How can they do that? Like all at once, like just upload a playlist and have all the Raws there. I guess
they have it all digitized already for the network, so they just have to upload files. Yeah. It's and then categorize it, and you pay an intern, or not pay, you hire an intern, I should say, and bring them on, and it's a work experience program.
Oh, fun.
Speaking of fun, though, WWE set to call up NXT talents from NXT. And this is supposed to be happening, supposedly, January 5th at the Netflix show.
Again, I'm going to reiterate this, that all those NXT call-ups should be shifted to SmackDown.
You're going to send them all there. Well, the first one, not a surprise.
Tell me how I'm wrong, though.
You're not, because SmackDown, SmackDown needs it more than anybody else. SmackDown's lacking in the character department, certainly. There's a lot of strong characters on Raw, so you're not wrong. But I just don't see him doing that, but I agree.
I like it.
Yeah, like, SmackDown, especially going to 3 hours, you need that.
It's Trick. Trick's going to be called up.
Trick, Javon, I put Oba, Jordan Grace, Blake Monroe. You get them all over on SmackDown.
Ethan Page is another name that's been mentioned. Oba Femi.
Get him on SmackDown too.
As well has been mentioned. So Oba Femi, maybe he's dropping the titles to Javon, and then Javon and Tony D will face off. JC Jane is another one. Jordan Grace, Lola Vice. And notice we didn't mention Sol Ruka, Blake Monroe, Javon, Ricky Saints. And I guess they're saying that those might require some special attention. So there's not a plan in place yet permanently. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the rest. Maybe it's a surprise thing. People are going nuts about people are surprised with the mystery man.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to fix the Wi-Fi real quick.
Okay. You do that. It's not the church calling you, right? People trying to fix it. Speaking of, Nikki Bella is being disrespected in her current WWE run. According to her fans anyways. The Bella Army is furious, and this is both on ESPN and WrestleZone. Gotta love this coverage. They said Nikki's promo being cut short by Raquel, who sent the Hall of Famer headfirst into the ring post, was uncalled for, and they took exception to the knockout from Nikki. Instead of seeing Raquel built up as a credible threat, fans on social media are complaining that Nikki is being treated poorly. Yes, Nikki Bella, who just wrestled in a championship match, who then came out to request another title shot. People are like, she's being humiliated. I don't see how. She got attacked from behind. It'll be a triple threat more than likely, you know? People blow my mind when they turn literally nothing into slightly something. But if you're going to be mad, I guess. We were talking about toxic fandoms in yesterday's afternoon show, and the joy went through over the livdom, you know? So you got to be careful. Poor Andrade, he said he understands WWE enforcing his non-compete for a year after his appearance in AEW. He said the current situation was that after my appearance in AEW and that I was in the Crash and won the heavyweight championship in Tijuana on that Monday, I received a letter from the WWE where it said I had a 12-month non-compete clause. My lawyers are currently in talks with WWE to reach the best deal. At first, it was a little close and difficult on both sides because I was disoriented and a little upset by the clause. But WWE, I understood, of course, after my appearance in AEW. I don't know, that was what annoyed WWE, I'm not sure. Yeah, how about you had your lawyer read your contract before you walk into AEW? Wouldn't they have had anybody go over the WWE contract and be like, oh, no, see, it says right here, you can't. No, I still don't understand how that was a total afterthought or aftersight that they just couldn't pick up on for, you know, the simplest of things. Just for the simplest of things, they could have gone ahead and saved, and instead, that's not what we get. Tonight, NXT, we do have Blake Monroe's Open Challenge. That's going to be exciting. We don't know who she's facing yet. Everybody has some ideas, though. Some people think it's going to be from TNA. Maybe it's somebody returning. I don't know. We'll have to see. Shiloh Hill is going to have his in-ring debut, talking to the Illuminati. And then Kalani Jordan and Jordan Grace. They haven't stopped fighting yet. Got to call an ambulance. These two have been just beating the living shit out of each other since Deadline this past weekend. So we got to go ahead and get these two to stop fighting. Not hardcore.
Yeah.
I like Shiloh Hill. His personality is kind of infectious. He's funny. He's just got a certain je ne sais quoi. It's just something about him is so indirectly off-putting that it makes you like want to know more, because you're not directly like disgusted, or you're just more confused and intrigued. I want to hear more of his stories. I want to see where this goes. I'm excited. So, also, little announcement: January 15th, 2026, we'll be there for the first TNA on AMC when they have their debut on the AMC network. We're excited for them going live, and we'll see what comes of it. So, we've got a really, really nice card for this weekend Saturday night main event. We'll be going ahead and talking about all of that tomorrow night on Into Somewhere Weekly, as well as the NXT review. Yeah, Blake Monroe has an open challenge tonight. We don't know who's going to be the challenger. Maybe it's the mystery man again. Maybe it's the masked figure.
Is it going to be someone on NXT or is it going to be someone from the main roster?
I don't know. I mean,
Be anyone.
Could be.
You never know.
There's quite a bit of excitement for that. So I'm really curious to see what they do with it.
Top 6, 3 from NXT. It could be in 3 from the main roster. If we're going that route.
Yeah. Oh, what, to face each other?
Yeah. With Blake Monroe.
Oh. From the main roster, I would pick Tiffany Stratton, Rhea, and Io. There we go. I think any one of those would be a real pop, and everybody would be excited. Maybe even Chelsea Green you could throw in there, but she's got the 2 titles, so you don't want to muddy things up and have her lose. And
yeah.
On the NXT side, Izzy Dame, I would throw. The other 2 from Toxic Influence Attraction Delirium there. So the ones that's not JC Jane at this point. We'll just clear them.
Who do you think it's going to be, though? Is it going to be someone on the NXT roster, you think?
More than likely, I think it might be a TNA star. The way they made it sound like anybody could. Oh, look. I don't. Rosemary.
TNA, then.
I don't know that's even going to be the answer. But to me, I'm just out of speculation.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, I am looking forward to New Year's Evil. We got the 2 title matches. Kendall Gray taking on JC Jane. Obafemi being beaten by Javon Evans. We hope that's going to be exciting. John said that the locker room today doesn't need a locker room leader. It doesn't need a spokesperson. Doesn't need wrestler's court because people are just professional today. They keep to themselves more. And people aren't as bored on the road, I want to say, and looking for ways to entertain themselves as much. Like now they're always busy. Like you think about wrestling before, they weren't doing a shit ton of media and press. And you didn't see them all on like Regis and Kathy or you know what I mean? Like it wasn't as much of a, like now, Good Morning America, the morning after WrestleMania, oh, there's Cody, whoever wins the belt, there's Roman. They make such a grand spectacle out of it. But this point, yeah, it doesn't seem like that's really the case. They're all playing video games. They're on their cell phones. Like people are just isolated in that sense. But you think about back in the day, like, you had Owen Hart having barnyard animals being let into Vince's office. Probably the meat. I know you and I talked about ribs at one point, but I think the worst one, and I say worst because it's probably the best, but it's the one with like the biggest possibility of like PTSD to go along with it. Poor Coach. Coach was always just fucking razzed on constantly. So the guys planned to make Jonathan Coachman take the money every week for their football bets. So he would gather everybody's money and then pay out the winners. And he liked doing it. So like week 13 or 14 comes and 2 police walk in. And this is all true. This is accurate. So police walk in and they arrest him. They reported him for racketeering and gambling and running an illegal betting ring. So now the cops arrest this fucker. And he's like, can you put a towel over my face? There's going to be paparazzi outside. There's fans coming. They're like, and it was like, we got to stop and talk to Vince on the way out. And Vince is just fucking screaming at him like, how could you do this? I gave you everything. He's like, could I have a towel to cover my face? and Vince picked up his sweaty, warm gym fucking shorts and draped him over his face.
Jesus
And
Christ.
they take him to the police car, and there they go. Woo! And about 45 minutes goes by of a little turnaround, and they bring him back to the arena with all the guys out there laughing. We got you. He's crying in the backseat of the cop car, sobbing. His life is over. He lost his job, crying profusely to these cops.
Vince loved fucking with people.
Vince thought that was the best. Oh, I'm sure one of Vince's testicles exploded.
Yeah. Yeah.
You lost sound, sir.
I want to see spit. That's hardcore. Ugh. Granted, I need a new mic arm. That's what this shit talking us. But I believe that to be like one of the more fucked up ones. I mean, that's pretty brutal to put.
I know Vince did a rib on Mark Henry, right? Not significantly as bad, but
yeah,
he had him out there for a match, and he told him he was competing, and then he told the wrestler not to go out there just to fuck with Mark Henry.
Yeah. Like, it's so terrible in some ways. Other times you laugh, but...
And apparently Mark Henry went back there and just started destroying everything.
Yeah.
Backstage for real. And then Vince called him and said, "What's wrong, pal?"
Like it's supposed to be a joke. And you see how Cena being a mini
That's
Vince
what started the Hall of Pain.
Yeah. Well, Vince definitely rubbed off on John that way, because John would do things like Otunga told him, or told us, I should say, in that recent tell-all about Cena. He's like, "Oh, Cena and I win the tag titles. He tells me to go get them from Cody and whoever the hell else had them. And we go to Kofi and Cody, I believe it was. And he's like, we got to go grab it from them. And they're like, oh, Cena already grabbed the belts from us. I guess they weren't supposed to say that, but they did. And so he's like, oh, cool, John's got him. So he leaves. Well, John is ripping pissed the next day because you didn't look for the tag titles. And he was like, you had them. And he's like, I guess he wanted him to be panicked. Like, I can't find these things. Where are they? But he knew that John had them, so it didn't work. And John flipped the fuck out. Otunga was marred
Cena was trying to rib
bullshit.
him, but then he was mad that he couldn't rib him.
They pulled Otunga up way too early. He had barely any experience. He was green as goose shit, but he was good as a eloquent speaker because of his years as being a professional lawyer. Like, there was something to it. But WWE wanted him because of his fiance, with Jennifer Hudson being involved. They were like, "Oh my god!" So they every time she came,
once Vince found that out, all right,
yeah. Well, that's why they kept bringing him backstage, and then that's what, we want to get her used to the business. Come sit ringside. We're gonna put her on camera, and everybody wanted, and it was supposed to, but she hated it apparently. So
yeah, he was like, "I'm not gonna have my career here based off of who my wife is. I want my own career."
Yeah. I mean, we got Braun Breaker threatening to take AJ Lee from Punk. What more do we have to worry about at this point? I mean, obviously the loss at SummerSlam is a huge catalyst as to why Nexus failed, but also from there.
Well, I had a girlfriend, and then you said that you were gonna interview her for like an Into Somewhere casting spot, and then and what happened to her?
We went to the casting spot couch and I interviewed her.
Oh, the casting couch.
Yeah. And
you told your time traveling lawyer to take him somewhere. Where did he take him to?
Listen, she didn't make the cut. All right.
So where'd the time travel lawyer take her?
My wife watches the show. Shut up.
Oh.
So
hi.
People are pissed it's Gunther. Like I said, it should have been Edge. Realistically, I would have loved to have seen Edge come back. I wish Tony didn't make it impossible. I don't even have a better suggestion realistically besides someone like a Javon. So, like, put someone over. If he wants to really go out on his shield and lose, then lose with something worthwhile. actually get something out of it. NXT last week drew 532,000 viewers, so down a little bit from what they did before. They were at 562, excuse me. Mr. Iguana stealing Ethan Page's car. I love that skit. Just the very end of it when he's like, call the police. Am I supposed to say a lizard took your vehicle? Yes. Ethan is so good. And it's just, it kills me every time. Like, I just like even him saying, Mr. Iguana's dead. He's like,
oh, and what am I going to say?
Are you not gonna call the cops?
Oh,
are you not going to call the cops?
and what am I going to say? A reptile stole your car.
Yeah.
Yes, it's cutting off.
Yes.
That was the highlight to me of that whole thing. I'm telling you. I mean, they did have the cool dark state face off.
Gotta make that a clip for your soundboard.
Yeah,
You're not gonna call the cops.
You're not gonna call the cops. I love me some Ethan Page. I really hope he is called up. He was ragging on other wrestlers. He's like, hey, my belt has snaps on it because I'm not a bitch that needs Velcro. And I was like, touche, Yeah, slapping it up. I appreciated that one. That's bullshit. No, Cater Taker, don't you worry. Yeah, tonight, like I said, we got Blake's Open Challenge, Shiloh's debut, and then Kalani Jordan against Jordan Grace. Those are the only three things announced.
My intern went. His wife didn't take the job, did she?
She left you for bigger dong. Oh, he told you. Sorry, he said it. Bigger rock.
Ask if he ever plans on getting out of catering.
Anybody what?
Does he plan on getting out of catering at all?
You want to make him angry? I like the food. Oh, see, he's just hungry. Yeah, Edge did say he didn't think that the match with Cena now would top any of their other matches. No, he's just on the call. He's bored.
Oh, he's on the call.
He's bored in catering. Yeah, his wife won't let him play, any dominoes and hang out with anybody because he gets too drunk. So he just sits there on his phone now and calls people in Discord. Pretty cool.
And he just always happens to talk to you.
Yep. Just like all the people, like Tony and Mercedes and who else is up here?
Tony.
All of them.
Wait, so every time you talk to Tony, why do you have like 10,000 pounds of bags of this white?
Listen.
Looks like
you're going to go ahead and make some Christmas cookies, right? That's what we need all the ingredients for. That's it. Don't overthink it. It's the holiday.
What is that, though? It says, don't say what. It literally says that on the bags. Do not say what this is.
Yeah.
But why? Can't you tell me?
Because no one wants to walk around with a bunch of Colombian in their pocket and get, just use your brain. Gonna teach you everything. I'm telling you. No more 8 balls for you. So tonight should be fun with NXT. We'll be live tomorrow night to review it. NXT, and we're going to be giving our predictions for Saturday night's main event, John Cena's last match.
Yeah.
It will be presented in Cena Vision.
Do you want to go over NFL results now, or should we save that for tomorrow's show?
Oh, right? No, we should, because then tomorrow we can do the predictions. Very smart, sir.
Yeah.
Breaking up continuity. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can get the notes up here.
Head out here. Week what?
We are on week 14.
Yeah.
So remember how the other day I was a news anchor? And before that, I was a lawyer. And today, I'm a sexual. So,
wait, what?
My wife's like, you got to make me into something. That's funny. And I'm like, all right, let's see what it does with you. So I fed it a picture from Facebook and the prompt that I had for mine with the news. And this is what it spit out. Made her the weather girl. That's hilarious. Looking good there, honey. I love all the stupid AI shit. I just think it's funny. It's humorous to me. All right. I know you said it sucks, Cody, but look at, I mean, I've had some real masterwork pieces of art. I mean, look at this. Patrick's birthday today.
Beautiful.
Today. And yesterday, it was Liz's birthday. And we said happy birthday to Liz.
You didn't go out.
And
You didn't go out on a street
See?
sidewalk and
News
hold up a
anchor
sign for
Jake
me.
here can report stuff.
So what did you do for my birthday? Or like you did that for Patrick there. What did you have for me? Like in August. Did you have anything?
My love and kindness. That's right. Yeah.
Oh.
You know
And
it.
that rap battle game was rigged last night, by the way, because you just kept voting for Liz. I guess I just kept voting for you and
No, I just kept
Nate.
clicking the heat button on both of you. So I was going like rapid fast saying boo. Boo.
Yeah, I was the one that got booed.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll do some more Jackbox as well. So that's definitely going to be happening.
Tomorrow.
It won't be an every night thing, but we're going to be playing it a bunch
The
this
rap
week.
battle was funny.
The rap
And,
battle
that
was funny. I
first
like
game
how
you
it
played,
does
too.
it with the AI. It gives you the voice. It really, Cody. We'll work on your rhymes. I'll get you a thitherith.
Yeah.
Can't say a thitherith. Thesaurus. God.
Well, what was the 3 games we played? We played that rap battle one. We played that
Oh, split the room, and then you don't know Jack.
Split the room and yeah, you don't know Jack.
We got 2 more to try
Which-
still too. So
So tomorrow we'll probably do that.
that, and I love me some you don't know Jack. That's always this or that, and final Jack attack. I always like trivia games. We played that, like I said, as a family for ages, and especially because it was like super competitive. You could screw somebody over and doing all the stuff to either force them to answer or lose their points. Goddamn trivia. And you'll be streaming tomorrow night, and you can go ahead and follow Liz on Twitch at twitch.tv/DJAnime2016. You can find it in the chat and in the description box down below. Give her a follow over there so we can go ahead and help her hit 1,000. All right. I have it here somewhere.
You have your
yes.
you have it into somewhere.
I have my sticky notes into somewhere. Here we go.
All right. Dun 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 dun. Dun.
Here,
Cowboys and Lions.
Yeah. Hold on, let me hit
the
add.
Lions.
Hold on. I gotta do this right quick. Bam. We good. Okay. Sorry. You're good. All right. Lions, Cowboys.
Lions won.
Ooh, baby. It gives me a
Then
bit of hope.
Then Titans beat the Browns.
Oh, that's not good, huh?
What did I say? I said
We both said the Browns. We both picked the Seahawks. You picked the Cowboys.
yes.
Shockingly.
Seahawks won.
Hey, we got that.
Jaguars won.
Well, we didn't get that. We said Colts. And then we had the Vikings.
Vikings won 31-0. Let's
All
not talk
right.
about that though.
No. What about the Bills?
Bills won.
All right. We're up to 4 on my side, 3 on yours. Bucks.
Saints won.
Steelers.
Steelers won.
That's right. And they're going to be hosting a playoff game. Hell yeah. Jets.
Dolphins won.
That's a negative for us, so we lost that one, damn it. Broncos.
Broncos won.
Woo. All right, Rams.
Rams won.
Ooh, the Bears. The Bears.
The Packers won.
Oh, God. Chiefs? The Chieftains? The Master Chiefs?
Texans won.
What the Chargers?
We the Chargers won at least.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
What
All right,
that
so I
might have
got
been my worst
1,
one yet.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Jacob. How many was there this week? 14, 8, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, 14. So what is that? It would be what, 6? 6, right? Yeah. Haven't done basic math in far too long. God, Cody. You went, what, 7-7?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, because that was the only one we differed on was the Lions game, so. Woo. That's the first time you didn't get above a 9. So far, your predictions from week 9 went 10, 9, 9, 10, 11, and 7. And what we'll do is we'll average these out at the end and just combine them for the first few weeks.
Weird week this week, huh?
Yes, it was. It was a bit strange, and you do see, some more games at other times, like 16 games. So being down 2 with the buys and then heading into playoffs and all that jazz, it's just, it was certainly something. Week 15. Yes, indeed. The loser of the NFL predictions has to get someone to yeet with them in public. Oh, don't you worry. I mean, you made me tweet out some heinous shit, so I tried to get you back with the Scientology voicemails and figured they would just call you incessantly.
Hey, I made you confess your love for JD Solomonster and Jesse.
And I do love them, all of them, Chi-Town included. If I had to fully gobble their just to, there we go.
Did any of them ask you what was up with that?
So JD sent me a cease and desist again. Said don't talk to him. And that was it. Solid Monster actually went and said hi. That was a quick wave.
Oh, did he?
Yes. But he's always nice.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
JD
did
his
probably
cat send you one too?
No. Nothing. Not even a hello. And I still can't get into my damn DMs. It's driving me insane.
Still?
Keep telling me to reset the pin. Oh, the loser of the NFL predictions. It's gonna be me, but we'll see. We're gonna make this this vengeful and swift. That's for sure.
If Jake loses,
gonna be
the
something.
NFL predictions overall, he has to. He has to do a 24-hour stream.
24-hour?
Yeah.
You realize how long that is? I would go like punishment enough is 12 hours, and that's even fucking ridiculous.
No, 24 hour.
Alrighty. We'll
that's 1,440 minutes.
Yeah. It's a long time. And you know what sucks? You can't be fired, so you'd be here with me the whole time.
Would I?
Yeah. By law, degree, and decree, you'd have to be.
I'll be there, like, maybe for 2 hours.
Well, then I better start predicting better, huh? I'm going to have to get Danny's perfect picks and sabotage you. As always. All right, my friend, tell these sexy people. That's a long team. I'll think of your punishment. Into Somewhere Weekly tomorrow night live. I will tell you what Cody will do if he loses. I have something good in mind. We'll see. Cody, tell these sexy, wonderful people where they can find you, my friend.
You can find me over on my Twitter, or whatever you like to call it nowadays, at Judgment Day Era. You can find me over on my YouTube, which is also Judgment Day Era. And yes, I'll get the gaming content out sooner rather than later. Never say never on it. And that still makes me a better gamer than Liz, right?
I don't know about that. She got a bunch of new games now, so she can, just never-ending content.
She got me beat probably now. But
yeah,
on Instagram,
people
no
in Yakuza.
Oh, maybe. Instagram, no longer a Judgment Day page. Chill, right? Because
I know, shocking.
I guess reason. Cody_Onidi_316.
That's right, 316.
Yeah.
The one, the only. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Let's make this super loud, so you just got to yell over it the whole time. I hope you guys had a good time hanging out with us today on the Into Somewhere Hangout. It's been great. You've all been lovely people. I hope you all have a great day. We'll be live tomorrow. We got podcasting coming. We've got more shorts on the way. And another big announcement tomorrow night. So don't go too far. We'll see you for Into Somewhere Weekly tomorrow night. Until then, hit the buttons down below and help us out. Stay sexy. We got podcasting coming. We've got more shorts on the way.